Hi, welcome in. Yeah, great to meet you. I was just waiting. Yeah, you're a little early. It's great. I'm midnight. Yeah, well, welcome to our thrift store. Have you been in before? No. Okay. Well, we're gonna start out for your first day. We're gonna just train you on a couple of things. I got a ton of inventory donated last night, so I came in and we had a full box. It's the perfect training kind of haul because I have just kind of a slew of different items. So I have shoes. I have 2 pairs of shoes that we are going to check out. I have a stack of books and a few magazines, and then a couple like clothing items, and then a couple makeup. So it's just some random items. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. If you just want to pull up a chair and we'll go ahead and I'll start explaining everything. Okay, so the process is not hard for inventorying and pricing stuff, but there's a few steps. So I'll go over them and then you just ask questions whenever you have a question. All right. Okay, so first you're always going to want just a clipboard with a blank sheet of paper. Yes. I usually use a pencil with this because sometimes I make mistakes. Then you'll obviously have our keyboard for the computer here. Yep. And then you'll have a scanner. And the scanner actually goes to this little portable keyboard. And you only use this if you're using the scanner. If you're looking to price anything online or inventory it, you'll do it with this one. This one is if you have like a book or like these shoes, you can scan them and it will come up exactly the sale price so that we can like reduce it for the thrift price. And I'll show you that as well as we go. Okay. So we're just gonna start with the first item, and I'm just gonna do these shoes because they're here, okay? So these are actually in great condition. They were dropped off in the box. As you can see, that doesn't happen a lot. We usually don't get things in the original box. So that is already a really good sign. Yeah, so you're just gonna take the box. You can check it out. If there's any like dirt on it or whatever, we want to use it. Okay, then we're just gonna open the box. This one actually even still has the tissue paper in it. And then you're gonna remove the shoe. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're just gonna check out the shoe really well. Do this with both of them. Okay, so we're going to just start out by writing down what it is. So these are Nike Air Force Ones, I believe. And low top. Okay, so then you're just gonna check the sizing. The box says 12C, and this shoe is the correct one. You're gonna always check both shoes. You'd be surprised how often we get mismatched sizes. Okay, so 12Cs. Correct. So next we are going to actually scan this. So just find the barcode and scan it. We're going to go to our scanning keyboard and type in the item. And then it will go ahead and verify if that is the item that we scanned. And it is. So we're going to say correct and enter. And so that shows that this barcode in this box is linked to these shoes that we have here. Now, this is a normal sale price in store brand new of $79.99. I'm going to write that down. Then we'll go to the computer and we'll say moderate wear. These aren't in a beautiful condition. They're clearly worn and we're going to clean them up, but they do have obviously some dirt on them. Over here, some on there on the lace, and then over there as well. So we're going to say moderate wear. Sorry, I have a bit of a cold today. Moderate wear. All right, and it's going to tell us that a good sale price for these is going to be $20. So we're going to go ahead and inventory this on the box. And if you have the ability to like write on the box or whatever, go ahead and do that. Yeah. Next, I'm just going to take this brush and I'm going to just kind of brush some of the dirt off to get them in the best condition that we can. I'm going to brush this. And we'll have somebody clean it up a little bit more, but I just want to see if these are salvageable. They look pretty good. And I have some, also a microfiber towel here and a bottle of cleaner. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray that a little bit. And just give them a little bit of a clean. And just whatever you can do is fine. Doesn't have to be great. Again, we have somebody that does come up and do a little bit of work on them. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do the same with the next one. Yep, and you'll see it just kind of comes off a bit, and then somebody will have to do a little bit more, put a little more elbow grease into these edges here on the bottom. Exactly. It's still better than not having to do that part, so it's fine. Okay, so that's good enough. So I'm going to go ahead and close this. And then once you have that done, just going to set that aside. And it will go to inventory for the shelving later on. Correct. All right, so we will go ahead and move on to our next pair of shoes. Set that because I think I'm gonna need that again. So this one looks like it says Roxy at work. So I'm assuming these may be a work shoe. I haven't opened these yet, but the box is in like really good condition, as you can see. There is absolutely no damage. These look brand new. The box doesn't rust. So now we're just gonna take a look. We're gonna go ahead and open this and see what we're dealing with. Okay, so it does look like there's this little area here that tells you about the shoe. And it does look like they are work shoes. So let's see what we've got. Definitely have some cute tissue paper. Okay, so these definitely look like they have never been worn. I'm assuming somebody got the wrong size and didn't return them in time because they are in literally perfect condition. So I'm just going to take a look at the shoe and make sure that they are indeed perfect condition. Really cute bottoms. They have like these flowers on the bottom, you can see. So these are like kind of a rubbery, it's not suede obviously, but definitely water resistant, and they feel like they are composite toe right here. And that is what this box says. They have a zipper on the side. And there it is. So I'm going to take a look at the other shoe as well, and then we'll start pricing and writing everything down. I'm just going to switch these out here. So I don't think I need the brush for this because it's in like perfect condition. I'm gonna scan them in just a second. I'll bring my scanner over here. Yeah, you can see they don't even have a crease or anything, which they're composite toe, so I mean, they probably wouldn't have a crease, but zipper works. Alright, so these are brand new, never worn. So let's go ahead and check pricing. So I don't need my spray miraculously. Set this aside. Okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead before I scan, and I'm going to write this. And I'm writing like new because they are. Now I'm going to just flip this box around. Scan this. Alright. Alright, so these are 135 brand new. They're like new, but this is obviously a thrift store. We're not gonna ridiculously overcharge. So we're just gonna have that lower price. Okay, so we're gonna sell these for $55. And honestly, it's just because of them being composite and static dissipated and all that. Yeah, and they're so expensive usually. Alright, so we're good on those. Just right on the box here. And add this to the pile for inventory and shipping. Okay. Alright. Perfect. I'm going to set my brush aside, but this is the brush that you're going to be always using for these types of things with the shoes. Okay, so next I have a pile here of books. I'm just going to go through them really quickly. So we have a yoga for women book. We have a Life magazine of the world's most haunted places. A novel called Tony and Susan, Lightly Worn. life. Also a paperback. The Never List, hardback. And What Comes After, also a hardback novel. Okay, so we have 5 books, 1 magazine. When you inventory your books, you do not need to write the names of the books. So we're gonna do book 1 through 5 in magazine 1. Okay. So I'm gonna just write this down. Okay, so you can see I just write book 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then magazine 1. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and inspect the books. I'm just gonna start with this one. This is the What Comes After novel. So you're just looking for anything that would be like if the pages are torn, dirt, grease on it, missing pages. We're expecting the book to have normal wear and tear. It's for a thrift store, so that's not a big deal. So just kind of look through the book. Seeing normal wear and tear with this book, probably just read once and never used again. So I'm going to scan it. So that one's not reading. So we're just going to type in the number on our blue keyboard because, again, we only use this small portable one for the scanner that's not working right now. And that happens a lot. It's rechargeable. It's probably dead. So we're going to just type in the ISBN number here. You can also just type in the name of the book or the author. Okay, so that comes up. Normal price of this book is $29.99. Okay, so we're going to discount 50% automatically. Okay, and then usually what we do is we take off an additional few bucks based on the wear and tear. So we're going to sell this book for $8. So I'm going to write book 1, normal wear, $8. And then I'll just put here, there's no tag. Usually I get the tags. We'll just keep them in order for today, but usually there's going to be already a tag added to the front cover right here with like our name, our store name, and then you can just write on there. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to set this aside for inventory, and then we're going to go to the next book. So this is called The Never List. Again, like I said, hardback. Just going to check this out. So I see immediately on the back, this book was previously bargain priced for $5. Okay, so I'm going to write it down. And obviously it doesn't really matter what order you do some of this in. I'm going to go ahead and type this one in. Okay, so you can get this book right now on Amazon for about $8. And because it was bargain priced for $5, we're gonna go ahead and sell this one for $3. Okay. Now we're gonna go to this one, the Time Traveler's Wife. This is the paperback. Definitely, you can immediately see a little bit more wear and tear on this one than on the other ones. There's also some damage to the spine of the book, and a little bit on the back here. But otherwise, it's a book. It's in great condition. Let me look at the pages. Okay, since the scanner's dead, type this one in too really quick. This one is typically $18 brand new. So you're gonna minus your 50%. That's 8 pretty much. Let's see, 18. It's like 9, but okay, so 9. Okay, so we're gonna sell, and this book is in moderate condition, obviously. It's got wear and tear. It does not look brand new at all. So we're gonna sell this book for $6. Okay. Okay, perfect. Let's go to book 4, which is this book called Tony and Susan. This is also known as Nocturnal Animals, if you've ever seen the movie Nocturnal Animals. I read this one. Nocturnal Animals is a really, it's a good movie. Looks like there's a bookmark here, so we're just going to take this out. It is not for the book, so there's something else. It must have just been used for a bookmark. I'm going to take a look at the book. So obviously, again, wear and tear on the spine. Wear and tear up here. And a little bit on the back cover over here. This book is $14.99 according to the back. Check online. So nothing wrong with any of the pages. A little bit of staining on this part of the outside pages. Austin. Moderate. Alright, so we're going to do $5 for this one. We're going to take, it is correct, it sells for $15. Half of 15 is like $7.50. And then we're going to reduce a little bit more because of the wear that we talked about in there. It's going to be 5. Also, if you ever want to just like have headphones in and work while you're listening to something, that's what I do a lot. It's completely fine. I'm going to skip the magazine and just go really quick to the last book. So this is called Yoga for Women. And I immediately see it's like really nice thick page book. It has a couple tabs, but they're very neatly done, so I'm going to leave them alone. There is no visible damage anywhere except for a little bit wear right there, which is probably just from being shelved. Really good illustrated photos in color, obviously. So we will go ahead and write this one in. I list it as good condition because there's like hardly anything wrong. Yeah, so the only time that I would put something as poor condition is if the book was like falling apart, like the spine was so worn, the pages were starting to come off of it. If there was like actual staining or tears inside the book, you'll know a poor condition book when you see it. If it's just normal, like obviously somebody has read this, it might have been read a few times, it's moderate. So yeah, good question. Okay, so this one normally goes for 20. We're gonna do the 50 minus 50, and that's obviously 10. And then we're just gonna sell this one for $9 because it's in really good condition, and it's also like a DIY book that has like the really nice pages in it. Okay, so let me write this one. Okay, set that one aside. Still everything good, right? Alright, so the last book we're going to do is the magazine. It's The World's Most Haunted Places of the Life magazine. Now, as you know, a lot of times these are collectibles. In addition, they are typically more expensive magazines, so they're costing usually about $15 to $20. So I'm going to take a look. There's very little wear to the magazine. The spine is not bent. Okay, so I say this is like great condition, and we're gonna check and just see how like collectible this one is. This one was a display until 12/25/2020. So for the magazines that like could be a collectible, you want to enter that in. I'm gonna go ahead and write this down. Okay, so this one was originally $15.99, which checks out here. It's not super collectible in terms of being like a rare one. So, but it's increased value. So right now, like on eBay and stuff, it's going for about $35.40. So we're just gonna keep it at the original price, I think. Okay, so that's that. And if you ever have questions when you're first starting to kind of make those decisions, just ask somebody, but we'll just check you for the first week or two till you get comfortable, and then all good. All right, so we have a couple items left here we're gonna go through. Okay, so the first one is we got this nice bag. It's the cloth fabric type of bag. This was dropped in with some clothes inside of it that we'll go through next. I did look at this already this morning because I like it. It's cute. I like the flowers and stuff in it. It's a very durable fabric. And it's quite large, as you can see. And it's black, and I can't see any staining anywhere on either side. Two handles, and then it also has a zipper that works. And then inside is like a more water resistant fabric, and there's no pockets and just a tiny stain, looks like maybe from makeup or something in there. Alright, so obviously there's no tag on this for me to search it. We can look up something similar. Sometimes I use my phone to do that too. So I'm gonna do Victoria's Secret fabric taupe. And it's in good condition. So these are like typically the ones that if you make a certain purchase amount, you get it for free, but if you buy it separately, they're like 30-40 bucks. We're gonna sell this bag for about $10, and honestly, I don't even think it's worth that. I think we're gonna do $5 because of the staining inside. Okay, so we'll do $5 for this bag. We'll sell really cool fabrics. And our strategy is to sell things like faster. Like, I'd rather sell something for $5 than it sit on the shelf for 6 months and sell it for 10. It's just not worth it. Okay, so I've got that. I got 2 pairs of clothing, or 2 pairs of pants that were also in that bag when it was dropped off. So let's take a look at those. So they're definitely kids' clothing. These are leggings, looks like. This is Cat and Jack, so it's a Target brand. So we're gonna do clothing, kids. So when you write down for the clothing, you don't have to write like Cat and Jack, kids, whatever, kids legging. You just need to write clothing, kids, and then the size and the gender. So these are girls, 6, 7. The fabric is in good condition. There's still plenty of wear in the elastic. Just check it for any holes. Elastic on the bottom is still fine too. Okay, so these are good condition. Lightly worn. I'm gonna write lightly worn. And any kids' clothing, lightly worn, no issues. There's $2 always. Makes it really easy. You might want to take down like a note for that, but I also have a little key in my notebook back here I'll give you. Okay, so we have another pair of kids' clothing. This one's an easy one. Also pants. I'm just gonna check the elastic all the way around. Elastic is good. Still has its little tie. I'm gonna look for holes. If there's holes, we don't even sell it, we throw it away, or we donate it for recycled clothing. Good elastic on the bottom. Elastic on this part too. So no holes. Kids clothing, $2. Now on the clipboard where you wrote that out, instead of writing the same thing again, the sizing is also 6, 7 for this one. So just write times 2, $2 times 2. That's it. The clothes are easy. We don't spend a lot of time on the clothes because they go fast and they sell well. Next, we have a couple of beauty items here that came in. I haven't looked through this, so I don't know what it is, but this says it's a cute bag, and it's a fabric, it's like a little makeup bag, and I'm assuming it's a toy because the front little thing here says children's toys. There's a little handle on it. So I'm just gonna write down children's toy. You don't have to write children's toy, you can write toy. It's obviously for kids. And unzip this. Okay, let's see what's inside. Okay, so as you can see, this is just a little kid's wooden makeup set. So let's just see what we have. We have a little straightener. Little perfume bottle. Comb. Fake palette. Pretend blush. Little Velcro cream. A fake hair dryer. The wood's in really nice condition too. A little mirror. A powder. A little fake powder. Oh, it has a little cloth. How cute. I love it. And then a, looks like, oops, is this it? No, that's not it. Maybe it's this one. So it's like a little serum bottle, it looks like. A lipstick, a little lotion, nail polish, so I'm assuming, oh wait, I put the wrong one. This goes here to look like a serum bottle. I thought, oh, this would be the nail polish. No, that's the mascara. Okay, so it's missing something for this part. I don't see it. Okay, so it's missing a piece, which isn't a huge deal. And it's missing, I'm assuming this is like a little like mascara wand. I don't know. Okay, and then a fake lotion, a little pencil like for eyeliner, I guess, and then a brush. Okay, so it's pretty much a complete set. Of course, it has like a little missing thing. We don't care about that. It's a thrift store. Nothing is perfect, basically. You're not buying with the expectation it will be. Okay, so we're gonna look up a wooden makeup set for kids and just see how much it costs. But I'm thinking $5 for this. We try not to go over $5 for any kid's toy unless it's like an electronic. So we do kids wooden makeup kits. Yeah, you can get these for like $10, $15. So actually gonna go ahead and sell this for $5. For that one, only need to write down $5 in toy. Alright, and that's everything. Okay, next we got this set of Velcro covers donated. And while it does have its original packaging, I see some hair in the top, so it is used, obviously. Let's open it up. I'm gonna start 7, and I'm just gonna do hair. Just write hair because we get, you know, and all types of different things like straighteners, curler, whatever. So it does look like a pretty intact set. But I do see hair on stuff, so it would need to be cleaned, we're not going to clean it. That's not what we do. It's our thrift store. So we're going to sell this one for $3. I'm not even going to look it up because we're going to just sell it really cheap no matter what it says because there's hair in it, and we're not cleaning it out. Now, for a hairbrush, if it was super used in hair, we throw it in the trash. But these are curlers, and you can actually pull the hair out and it's clean, it's fine. You can spray them with some disinfectant. You could even wash them. So I'm not worried about this. It's not a lot of hair. You can't even see it on the top. You'd have to look pretty well. If you ever wonder, just come and ask us if you think it gets too gross. Alright? Okay, and the last thing I have is a makeup bag. I don't know what's in this, but I'm going to go ahead and just start out with makeup. The tag is actually still on the bag. It's for $14.99. It's a very cute bag. I can tell there's stuff in it. It's pretty heavy. The bag is otherwise very structurally sound, so it's in good condition. If nothing else, we'll sell the bag. And we do that sometimes. We'll just throw everything in it away. I'm just gonna take a quick look over. A ton of makeup in here, and it would take too much time and resources for us to go through and actually price every piece, especially when the market for used makeup is not great because it's used, right? And there's no way for me to prove like this was not like used, or like obviously this was used. There's a few things in here that look to be unopened, like this powder, but to actually go through and check everything, this is obviously opened. It takes too much of our time for the amount we're going to be able to sell it for. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to recommend that we sell the bag with the contents included. And I'm thinking about $10 because this bag is 15 bucks new. It's clearly used. It's got some makeup on the outside, a little bit on the inside here. So I would sell this bag for $3 or $4 anyway. And then the actual makeup itself is not usable mostly. There's like a couple finds in here. But in general, I don't see anybody going home and really using most of this. Yeah, I agree. So we're going to go ahead and just close this up. So this over here. I'm just going to do makeup. $10. Okay, and then just to go back through everything, we have the shoes, the Nikes, the work shoes, $5, a magazine, a fabric tote, clothing for girls ×2, toy, hair, makeup. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You're going to go into the computer and you're going to close out. You're just going to type search, close out. It's going to bring it up and it says, what do you want to close? We're going to click haul. We can just type it and press enter. It's going to ask you how many items. We're going to write 13. And then it's going to ask the approximate value, and you're just going to mostly add this up roughly. Does that have to be perfect? So 75, 85, 95, 105, 115, 120, 25, 30, 35, 45. So we're going to write about $145. It's going to ask you actual or estimated. Just put estimated. And then it's going to ask you who was the reviewer and approver. So for reviewer, I'm just going to go ahead and put you since we did this today. So I'm going to write your name in here. And then for approver, I'm going to put myself. Okay, and then it's going to say, thank you, please inventory and shelf. I'm just going to press enter. Okay, so that's everything for doing the pricing. We have all of our items here. So if you just want to follow me, I'm going to show you what we do to go ahead and start pricing all of the, tagging all of the items and shelving them. Okay, perfect.